So paying my dues, they gon' try to intrude. Poison the multitude, they be quick to accuse. When you got different views, just know you gon' pay the price based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them Kelocho. I knew you would.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner, so I had to dream it to the dreamers.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Brings up second.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second and 9, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Wilson's pass complete to DK Metcalf. It's a gain of 2 yards.
And a tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check and roll. Come on. Come get some. Come on. Hey, report. Report. Shut up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right, eluding the pressure right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 76 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and
What
out,
up, fellas?
you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Taken from about the 12.
Trying, bro.
Past the 20 to the 22.
Trying to get used to this shit.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin the next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offensive move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Oh, this game here.
On that play, back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
After 1-7-0.
Nigga just trying some shit, man.
Ravens 7, Seahawks nothing.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson, rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sack.
Well, now it takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go.
That's all niggas gonna do with him anyway.
Shy of the red zone before going out. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
40-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He dumps it down to Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore. With his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's complete to Lockett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. It's caught, Lockett. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Short of the goal line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
Short of the goal.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. He's got it. Well, this is
So that's not touchdown, bro.
It's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. They run for it with Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seattle.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
The kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
The score, Ravens 14. Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone.
This game really bullshit though. I ain't gonna stop.
He's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10. At their own.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the 1st half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it.
Man, I can't stand Lamar Jackson, bro.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
44-yard line.
Jackson on first down. They go screen. This is Ingram. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the Seahawks 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
For the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out.
Bro, how is good?
So a big play before the end of the half to get
all right, let's go, man.
Spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the
I'm 1-0
to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal. Not much time left on the clock.
Oh.
That's the way to go into the half.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here,
let's go.
Head coach and his staff approach halftime. Will they be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows?
Come on, man.
First half in the books.
Can't get sticky. You just gotta.
On EA Sports.
This nigga get the ball back.
And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
I can't get a fumble. I can't get a sack.
As he's dropped at the 23.
I'm trying to see.
23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hello?
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down now. It's Ingram. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 1.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Oh!
That will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can
That's
read
good,
the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now it's Lockett.
Oh, I still got the stick. I figured a way.
Return. And it'll be Seahawk football first.
I figured a way how to still get the stick.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
On 1st down, Carson. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
41. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
now it's Wilson. Pass incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Patrick Queen gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
2nd down and goal.
To try again after the sack. Wilson.
Good D.
He tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
Let's go!
Tipped and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception. Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 22 and a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
This is Ingram. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They run. It's Mark Ingram.
44-yard line.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Baltimore
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Ingram. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
there on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game to the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
And it's 3rd down.
And able to find Dorsett. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, 81 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thing.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Flushed out right. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
He's back to throw. Quick hitter here.
Let's go!
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
All the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 93 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So what was already a game?
Let's go, baby. 2-0.
So as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and they, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put
Thank you, Bobby.
the game he's having.
Thank you, Bobby.
A lot of fun to watch.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Trying to find a blitz up in this motherfucker or something.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis.
Bro, cut that shit out.
Red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Got a man, and he hits.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be on this D-line.
And he's able to get out to the 32. Drive continues. It's a first down.
Thank you!
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So
Mama.
that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Oh, Wilson gonna throw. Open is Olsen, he's got it.
Let's go, man.
Seahawks.
Touchdown, Seattle.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there.
Yeah, I'm going to be the shit. I'm going to be the shit in this Madden. I'm going to be the shit in this
They
Madden.
had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for...
This is caught inside the 15.
I don't care about that.
Into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
But I won't be playing on no D-line either. I'm trying to test it out. D-line ain't what it is. You just got to, you know, lurk some shit.
And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Came back. Came back.
Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the away, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle, that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time, and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close.